Chia, what is going on, everybody? For the last time in 2025, it is yours truly, the Ace. What is the reason? It's just the vibe that guy. Appreciate you guys for popping in here as we say goodbye to 2025. Third year for yours truly over here on the Ace Avenue. And what a year it was. We will get to all that stuff. I just wanted to come on one more time for the year 2025 with you guys. Just to chop it up, a little chill session. Q&A, whatever y'all want to talk about, we'll talk about. We'll rock for about an hour before we give the final goodbyes to 2025. And we kickstart 2026. I appreciate all you guys for popping in. John the Beagle Dad, what's good, my guy? Shia, what's up, Ace? What's up, the Ace? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, too. First and foremost, I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. And, you know, cheers to 2026. I can't wait. My guy, Delulu, is in the building. What's good, brother?
Lo Yankee de Nueva York.
Appreciate you, my guy. How you living? Delulu, you got to hit me up, man. We got to chop it up, man. Just to make sure you good and you living good over there. Andrew, what's going on? Says goodbye 2025. Hello 2026. That's right. Hey, I'm still getting used to these new ads, how they're showing the YouTube handles instead of usernames now. It's so weird. Linland, what up? Happy New Year to you too. Roy, what's good, brother? Says, hey, bro, what's up? Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. Happy Tuesday. Hello, guys. Terry, what's up, girl? Hey, Ace, great to see you. Great to see you guys as well. Roy says, wishing a happy new year. Be safe and enjoy the holidays. That's right. So far, so good. Mike Wazowski is in the building. What's good, Mike?
Mike Wazowski.
Says, happy new year. Loving the setup, my friend. Nah, this is just a pic, man. One day I will have a setup like this, but it is just a pic, man. John the Beagle Dad, what up? Uneventful Christmas with the weekend. You went to the Kennedy Space Center. That's what's up. That's what's up. Beat you is in the building with a 199 dono. Appreciate you, my guy. Says Shia and happy new year. Happy new year to you too. On vacation at the moment. Definitely hit you up. Well, what are you doing, man? What are you doing on vacay? Man, I need me a nice little vacay. I need to hit somewhere warm because it's cold. It's a brick over here in VA right now. Michael, what's up, man? But look, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, man. What a year it's been. Third year on the channel. We did just hit the 2-year anniversary. It's weird because I'm kind of taking it by like years because I started in 2023, obviously 2024 and 2025. So I'm counting that as 3 years. The 3-year anniversary for the Ace Avenue will be coming upon us March 10th, Super Mario Day. So that will be the 3-year anniversary. Third year, well, actually, this will be the 4th year. If you think about it, like 2023, 24, 25, 26, this will be going in the 4th year that I'll be calling the New York Yankees, and I'm excited. Even though it's been a very uneventful offseason for the New York Yankees so far. Savius, what's good, my guy? How you doing? Andrew says he's also ready for 2026 season. I know you are, man. I know I am too, man. But one team that doesn't seem like they're ready for 2026 season is New York Yankees, and ain't shit been going down. So that's why your boy has just been working on movie content. And currently, right now, I'm just working on the 2025 recap. Some of the best moments that I take for over here on the Ace Avenue. If there's any moments that stand out to you guys, you know, my email's down below. Send them to me. If you guys could screenshot them to me, I appreciate it. My guy T is in the building. What's good, brother?
It is your boy T.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
What the fuck are you out of your damn mind?
Man, I haven't live streamed in a long time. This is like my second live stream in like a month. So, T says, just got the text and said my favorite YouTube content creator was live. I appreciate you, man. NFE, what's good, my guy?
NFE eats raw steaks. Like,
what is wrong with medium rare? What is wrong with medium rare? What?
Jose, what up? Says, congrats, Ace. Have a wonderful 2026. Look, we're going to have a good 2026 over here at the Ace Avenue. 2025 was a good year. We hit a lot of good milestones. We did get to 2,000 subscribers. Guys, total views on the channel. Let me see where we're at as of right now. But we did officially hit 500,000 total views. Right now, we are at 501,068 total views, which is where I wanted to be at by the end of this channel. Next year, Next year in 2026, I'm trying to hit that millie. Because then once you get to that point, they can't debate it anymore. They can't stop you anymore. You can literally say you got 1 million views on the channel, and we're going to get there. It's going to be a big year this year with the New York Yankees. I'll make sure to be doing a lot of new things over here on the channel. The amount of Marvel stuff that I plan on dropping in 2026, for those that don't know, we're going to have a big year for Marvel when it comes to Spider-Man, when it comes to Doomsday, which is going to be at the end of the year, the re-release of Endgame. I cannot wait I'm going to be starting my Marvel reviews on top of all the other movie stuff that I plan on doing. But I want to review every single Marvel movie leading up into Doomsday and every single Marvel show. And obviously the ones that I've done already, I want to do a re-review. So I'll be re-reviewing those as well as I start to watch those and start to push those out. And I want to be bringing people on the channel as well, talk about it. Like my guy T, who just donated. Appreciate you. What did you think about Ryan Coogler's original vision for Wakanda Forever? Okay, that's a good starting point. So for those that don't know, what's up, Ken? For those that don't know, you talking about the Kraven? There was an interview earlier a couple days ago that Ryan Coogler's original premise for Black Panther, the original Black Panther, or you talking about Wakanda Forever? Because I heard it was originally Black Panther. Are you talking about the Kraven? Is that what you're talking about? Because what I saw was that Ryan Coogler originally wanted Kraven the Hunter for the main protagonist of the first Black Panther movie, right? And Sony said no. Fucking Sony, man. They always got to ruin everything. So I'm not sure if it was that movie or if it's supposed to be Wakanda Forever. But if it was, I was having a conversation with a couple of people today, right? When it comes to Black Panther, we know how iconic that movie was for the culture, right? For the Black culture. I wonder if you would have removed Killmonger from that, would it have been it still would have been a cultural phenomenon, but would the message have been the same? Oh, the father-son pitch for Wakanda Forever. I did not hear about that. But the one that I heard about was that he wanted to do Kraven the Hunter, and Sony said no. Sony shot that down. But the father-son pitch for Wakanda Forever seems interesting because obviously it was a big pivot that Marvel had to do, obviously, with the passing of the great iconic Chadwick Boseman, my hero. So I mean, at this point in time, they kind of got to move on from and probably recast Damson Idris is a guy that you and I, T, have talked about. We've liked. So go with him because you're going to have to, because there are a lot of stories that you could tell based with T'Challa. But I didn't hear about the father-son. The only one I heard about was potentially Kraven the Hunter as the first real antagonist in the Black Panther movie. That's interesting though. We're gonna have to have a conversation about that. Mike Wazowski, what up, Sully? Sully, what do you guys think about the boys cutting digs? He'll get paid somewhere. Somebody will pick him up. The Cowboys got to do a whole bunch of revamping over there. But this football season, another shitty time for New York sports in general. But as far as the Cowboys cutting digs, he'll get picked up somewhere else. Desiree, what's up, girl? Just popping to say hi. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and a very healthy and prosperous New Year. You as well. And I did. Christmas was okay. But yeah, 2025, man. And like I said, I did say what's up to Ken. But 2025 was a good year. I do plan on putting out a lot of Marvel content. My guy T, man, you and I are gonna have to do a lot of work, man. Because I already told you and I had a conversation about what I want to do and what I want to accomplish with the Marvel stuff. So we're gonna be doing some work, man. I know you're doing a lot of work over there with Frank, so appreciate you. Slow Burner, what's good, man? Slow Burner, how you feeling about your Blue Jays ramping things up? Dylan Cease was a good move. Dylan Cease was a solid move. So far, they were the only team that was really tied into Kyle Tucker. So, but yeah, 2026, man, I hope is another good year. God be willing that it's another good year. I'm just excited to be on here again with you guys. Third year on the channel where I get to just talking to a microphone. That's all it is at the end of the day. I'm not sitting here trying to act like I'm some big time content creator, some big time analyst. I'm just a guy that's on the internet talking in front of a microphone, giving my opinion, and you guys tune in. So I appreciate you guys for that. Made it for you, good moves. You did. Andrew says he doesn't even want to talk about the NFL. His team sucks. Who's your team? Who is your team? But no, Dylan Cease was a good move for you. But yeah, I'm excited for this year, 2026. I definitely am going to be putting out a lot of Marvel stuff because it's a good year for it. And I'll definitely be putting out, I don't know, I'm going to be doing some watch alongs this year as well because there are a lot of good shows. I'm just in a position where I'm just like, The Boys final season's coming. I'm probably going to do a watch along to that, even though I haven't covered any of the previous Boys seasons. Invincible's coming out with another season, so I'm probably going to be doing another watch along to that. Also, shout out to everybody that tuned in to watch the Welcome to Derry, which broke a lot of numbers over here on the channel. I think in totality, I didn't map it out, but in totality, we hit over almost 100,000 views total from all the Welcome to Derry content. You guys were amazing, man. I know a lot of you guys come out here for Yankees, but I also do like to mix in the movies. I know some of you guys like the movies, and some of you guys hit me up and want my opinions on certain movies. I got to ramp it up because once again, this year, it's like once the summertime hits and because the last movie review I did was actually Fantastic Four. With how the Yankee season is and when the movies are coming out, there is a time where your boy gets burned out, and yet again I kind of just fell off towards the end. But I want to do more balance. I want to do more car chronicles as well. That's something I'm going to be doing. I want to do more of me and my nephew as well are going to be doing a show this year based around the New York Yankees. That's something that him and I, based on the phone conversations we had, we think will be very entertaining for you guys. We'll be doing that. I want to do more movie shows. On top of that, I want to collaborate more with my guy T, Zach, etc. Bring out more movie stuff for you guys. And like I said, when it comes to the watch-alongs, I'll be doing a couple of more when it comes to that. But Welcome to Derry was amazing. They're time consuming as fuck, but they're time consuming as fuck, but they're fun to do at the end of the day. T says, killing them, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Michael, what up? You like your content and channel, even though you're a Cleveland Guardian fan. I like your Yankee content. I appreciate you. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's not just about being a Yankee fan. I try to spice things up and have a little bit of something for everybody here on the Ace Avenue. A little bit of something that everybody can enjoy. And at the end of the day, we just have a good time talking about whatever, which is what we normally do during these Yankee streams anyway. A lot of times when the games get out of hand, we talk about whatever. We got to, and this is going to be featured in the 2025 recap. One of the ways that we got to 2K was we were talking about movies and music. So this channel isn't just about the Yankees. It isn't just about movies. It isn't just about me. It's about us. We're all in this shit together. Where's that drop at? We're all in this together. Jacob, my guy. What's good, brother? Jacob, the best mod in the game, man. I hope you had a good Christmas. Jacob, do me a favor one more time for 2025. Drop the link to become a member down below, and I appreciate you, my dude. Can't wait to see what next year brings to this channel. Absolutely. And it's not just about this channel. I'll go on a little tangent towards the end, but I was grateful this year. One of the biggest things this year was I was able to collaborate more with Uptown Sports. My guy Hector and the lovely Grace Monroe welcomed me with open arms over there as a mainstay on their channel, and I appreciate them for it. I've gotten really close with them. We've talked a lot in the group chats, and I'm just so grateful to just be able to have another platform for me to basically run my mouth, for me to have the gift of gab and me to talk my shit. That's basically what it is, and I appreciate them. Right now, currently we're, like I said, over 500,000 total views on the channel. We did hit 2,500 subscribers. We did lose some due to YouTube, but we're sitting at 24.99, so we're one away from getting back to 2,500. But yeah, that's what I want to do. T says he's the worst mod on YouTube. Nah, man, I appreciate you. All my mods are great. Can't wait to get to the point where I gotta reward my mods. Once we get to the next step, I'm gonna be I'll be adding some more mods. I got a couple people in mind, and I'll definitely be adding some more mods. But T, man, you're the GOAT, man. I appreciate you. NFE, my guy, what up? Can't wait for 2026. I'm just waiting to see what the Yankees are gonna do at the end of the day. It's a frustrating off season, especially because us as Yankee fans, we want something to happen. It's like that meme of the stick figure poking the piece of shit. Like, bro, come on, like do something. Do something. The Yankee moves haven't done shit, and it's been frustrating. So that's why it's kind of I'm just kind of taking this time to kind of just regather myself, recharge, rejuvenate, re-energize myself, and then get ready for 2026. I think the first big thing of 2026 is going to be that X-Men. T, did you see the leaks? Did you see the X-Men leaks? That's going to be dropping next Tuesday. So that's probably going to be, unless some Yankee news drops, that might be the first content that I go live with in 2026. I can't wait for that. Anyone watch World Juniors hockey? No, I can't really say I'm into hockey. I'm not against hockey, but it just never was for me. A lot of people were like, Ace, you should call hockey, but I don't know hockey enough for it to be genuine and for it to be a good time for me. If I was to transition to another sport, football, I would do more football possibly next year. We'll see when it comes to that, because it's a lot of stuff on the plate already, and I'm not even like, if I was a full-time content creator, it's just another avenue that I could definitely do. Basketball, I'd probably cover my Miami Heat. T said he saw the trailer, saw the leaks. It's so hard to avoid the leaks, man. For those that don't know, make sure you guys go check it out. I'll be talking about it next Tuesday when it drops. But bro, my guy Cyclops, James Marsden, they're doing him justice, man. They're doing it justice. T says that Cyclops shot might be the best superhero shot he's seen since Cap and the Hammer. Bro, in that 10-second, you can't tell me in that 10-second clip that they didn't do him better than the entire Foxverse. They did, man. I need to see my guy, Steve Rogers, side by side with Scott Summers. That's what I need on screen together. Sean, what's good, my guy? How you doing, man? Hopefully you're having a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Sean, I still owe you merchandise, bro. I keep fucking forgetting. Every time I log off, I forget. You gotta message me again, man. Message me, Sean, message me your phone number. I gotta text you, and I gotta send you some stuff, because I really dropped the ball on that. I gotta send you some stuff. Every time I log offline, it just goes right out of my brain. And I gotta start turning on my alerts for actual the Ace Avenue, because I don't check that email enough. I actually have a new email, contact the Ace Avenue. So hit me up on there. I gotta get you. I gotta hook you up, man. I gotta hook you up, because I dropped the ball when it comes to that. For anyone who wants good sports streams, our boy Max is covering NBA. Yeah, Max does a good job over there. Make sure he does the NBA stuff. The Ultimate Boy Scout team up. I need to see it, T. If they're gonna fight with each other, I need to see the optic blast hit the shield. That's what I need. I need that in my life, and the Russo brothers will give that to you. Because, I mean, even with the Spider-Man leaks, right? The MCU, did you see the Spider-Man leaks? With them copying the classic comic cover? That's what I need. I need that in my life. And I think the Russos will deliver. Hope they make a Justice League movie. We're far from that. They are far from that over there at DC. Supergirl's coming out. I'm excited for it. I think it looks fun. I think my biggest takes from Supergirl, and I did do a trailer review, that they're definitely trying hard to differentiate her from Clark, from Superman, which is fine. And then it does seem fun. It does seem upbeat. It does look very Guardians of the Galaxy reminiscent. So I am excited for it. I think Millie Alcock is great as I think she'll be great as Kara. So I'm excited for it. But that's pretty much what DC has going on. But I mean, hey, it's still a lot more than what what our New York Yankees do. You don't want to see the Spidey leaks. You need to see the real trailer. Yeah, I need to see It's so hard to avoid it though, T. Like, cause it gets sent to me by a couple people. They're like, "Look at this. Did you see it?" And I'm just like, "Bro." Then I'm like a kid on Christmas, man. I got FOMO, bro. I don't want to miss out on that shit. The CW series was needed more time. The CW Supergirl was okay. When it comes to CW shows, peak CW was Flash and Arrow seasons 1 through 3. 1 through 3. After that, it kind of started falling off. Season 4, oddly enough, season 4 for both of them is kind of when they started falling off. It was DeVoe and the fourth villain in Arrow. Was it Prometheus? I'm trying to remember. Was it Prometheus? I know the Ra's al Ghul art got wrapped up around then. But, I mean, the CW shows, when they, at their peak, they're some of the best shows out there. Speaking of shows and the MCU shows, I actually just started watching with my girl. We started with rewatching Hawkeye because it was around Christmas time, and Hawkeye is a Christmas special. That's still one of the great shows that holds up. And it's funny that I actually just noticed that the little girl on the flashback that played a young Kate Bishop was actually the same girl that was just in Welcome to Derry. So I was like, oh shit, she's in this shit. That's cool. But we just got finished watching Hawkeye. I put her on to Daredevil Born Again, and we just restarted watching WandaVision. But all that's I'm gonna rewatch all that stuff when it's time to rewatch, when it's time to review stuff next year. I'm probably gonna hit that maybe around spring, summertime. I'll start the Marvel stuff. We'll see what happens. Vigilante? Was it Vigilante? Was he the main villain? I thought it was Prometheus. Let's see. Hold on. Main villain of Arrow season 4. Damien Dark. Oh, I forgot about Damien Dark. Which he wasn't a bad villain. It's just, obviously, oddly enough, if we don't even remember who he is, then that goes to show you a lot. I didn't think Damien Dark was a bad character, and the actor that plays him is actually pretty decent, but it was a very forgettable season. But season 1, 2, and 3 of Flash and Arrow peak, I'd put that against anything, especially Flash coming out with Reverse Flash, then coming out with Zoom in season 2, and then season 3 you drop in Savitar. Like, I still remember exactly where I was at when the reveal that Savitar was future Barry. When that came out, that shit was mind blowing at the time. So it was just so good setup. It was such a good setup. Like when he came on and he was like I told you from the beginning, I am the future Flash. Bro, I got so many chills during that sequence. It was amazing, bro. Like that was when it was at its best. Shia, my guy Zach Milne from Zach Milne Talks Movies is in the building. What's up, my guy? Thank you for the $6.99. Says, here's to an epic 2026. A congrats on an amazing 2025 of content, man. I appreciate you, Zach. You as well, man. Zach, we're going to have to collaborate a little more in 2026, man. I miss working with you guys, man. We got to bring back the Saturday show, man. One of us got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. I miss chopping it up with you guys, especially with the year that we're going to get from Marvel with Doomsday, Endgame coming back out in the theaters, everything. We got to do something together. You know your boy right here is going to be in Endgame. I got to go see Endgame at least 3-4 times when it re-releases in September. I got to relive that feeling of my guy Cap. Yankee Country, what's up, man? I got to relive that feeling of my guy Cap. Avengers assemble. I got to relive it. It was like that moment was just so big. And, you know, with the Russos coming out, we got to do it. Yes, 2026, we getting back on a stream one way or another. We definitely are. And Zach, I hope your family's doing well. I hope hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well. And like I said, I appreciate you. And I'm loving the content that you're putting out there, man. I was just about to watch your latest video tonight. I saw that you dropped the, was it the worst movies today? What did you drop today? The most disappointing movies you watched? Yeah, the worst movies you watched in 2025. I got to watch that video. I got to see, man, because there were some, I'm not doing my ranking, but there were some stinkers this year. I'm not going to say worst movie, but to me, one of my most disappointing movies of the 2025 season to me was the Karate Kid Legends. Based on how much I love Cobra Kai, I thoroughly enjoyed the Karate Kid movies. The Karate Kid remake is probably one of my favorites. I was super excited about going into Karate Kid Legends. You're combining the universes. We're getting some continuity. Daniel's gonna be back on the big screen, coming off the hype of the last season of Cobra Kai, where they nailed every single aspect to me. Every character got their send off that was beautifully performed, right? So beautiful. So I was excited going into Karate Kid Legends, and I feel like I was duped. I feel like I went in not knowing what was going on. Now, the action sequences were dope, as always. The montages were solid. But then I go into Karate Kid thinking I'm going to go see karate movie, not that I was gonna see a boxing montage movie. Like it threw me off. Then the fact that it was promoted as like Daniel and all of them were supposed to be in it. Daniel was barely in it. And I'm just like, I feel like I got robbed. I feel like they totally set us up. Karate Kid Legends made my disappointment list. I gotta hear what your thoughts on that is. Such an unbaked cheap attempt at yeah, it was. It really was. And they missed an opportunity because the hype of Cobra Kai could have carried that movie if they would have did it. Now the kid, oddly enough, Zach, I still want to see that kid in more. I said this in my review. Even though I was disappointed by that movie, I still want to see that kid in more Karate Kid movies. And I still want to see Karate Kid stuff, oddly enough. So I was just disappointed overall, but I'm still in the franchise. I still want to be stuck in this Karate Kid universe. So give me another movie and just make it better. Stick to what we know. Stick to the status quo. Yankee Country says, Ace, we need the Yankees to do something. Fans are going crazy. They're not going to do anything. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a mid-off season in general. But yeah, when it comes to the Karate Kid was one of my most disappointing movies this year. Trying to think of what else I was just disappointed in or I would have on my list. Minecraft might be up there for me because it just wasn't for me. Not saying it was a bad movie in general, but it just didn't speak to me as an audience. Like, because I've never played a game of Minecraft before. So I went into the hype and I was just like, okay, yeah, it was okay. Best movie I saw this year definitely was Sinners. Sinners is one of the best movies I saw this year, definitely. Do a Karate Kid with Daniel teaching. That's what I thought we were going to get. I thought, Sean, that they were going to bring in Jackie Chan's character and also to reach out to Daniel. And then we were going to have another Karate Kid legend. Yeah, but we didn't. So Jurassic World Rebirth, bro, you're so right. And I forgot about that trash. That was a huge disappointment. But we talked about that. And me and my guy T talked about that. What do we expect from a Jurassic World movie or Jurassic Park movie at this point? For them to kind of just throw all the same stuff in the mix and then just feed us the same stuff. It felt like Jurassic World Rebirth was trying to take elements of 1, 2, and 3 and kind of reuse them. It should have been called Jurassic World Reuse because it felt like they were kind of doing some of the same beats, which can be fine in certain franchises, but just don't make it boring. And I think the biggest disappointment in that movie to me was you wasted my favorite dinosaur. You wasted such an iconic dinosaur and you used them as a bit. That part with the Velociraptor sneaking up on that annoying ass dude and then dying. You really used the Velociraptors as a joke, as a bit. Now, there were some cool elements in that movie. I'm not going to sit here and act like it was complete trash. Like when they remade the book, when they remade that scene from the book with the T-Rex chasing the raft, that was cool. That was a cool little element. But besides that, it just kind of felt like it was the same stuff. It was just totally disappointing. I'm definitely gonna have to check out your most disappointing movies this year. There will never be another Pat Morita. There will never be another Pat. But that's the thing. You don't have to have it. Don't try to be Pat. Try to be. You got Daniel. You got Mr. Han. You don't need to be Pat. Let them be them. But this movie with Karate Kid just went in a totally different tangent and a different direction that I didn't expect. I signed up for Karate Kid, not Karate Mid. I signed up for a karate movie, not a boxing montage movie. And then because they spent so much time on boxing, they had to rush to the end. And that's where it felt like I was just so disappointed in that film. Jurassic World is overdone. Should have stopped after 3. Oddly enough, when it comes to Jurassic Park movies, number 1 is iconic. Anybody that does a Jurassic Park ranking, number 1 is going to be number 1. There's no debating that. Number 1 is going to be number 1. For me, I like Jurassic World. I thought Jurassic World was a fresh take. You have Chris Pratt, who was a big name around that time, still is. Then you had Bryce Dallas Howard, good as well. I was just rewatching her and me and my girl were just rewatching all the Twilight movies and in Eclipse. That's when Bryce Dallas Howard took over as Victoria. And I was telling my girl, I was like, yeah, because they needed a bigger name. If they were going to put Victoria more at the forefront, they needed a bigger name than the previous actress. But Bryce Dallas Howard was good as well. I actually enjoyed Jurassic World for what it was worth. Jurassic Park 3, I enjoyed Jurassic Park 3. I'm not saying it's top tier, but I do enjoy rewatching those moments. I do remember exactly where I was at when the Spinosaurus first showed up. That's when I feel like they were in their bag. Then after that, I would say Lost World. Even though like Lost World in its entirety, it's solid. It had a lot to live up to considering the hype of the first movie. Being the first sequel of the franchise. Not having some of the actors in there as well. Jeff Goldblum carrying the movie. I think it was solid. Has a lot of holes. But that total scene where they're in San Diego, it just goes in a complete different direction. And it kind of loses me after that. After that, it's kind of up in the air with the franchise. I don't know if... I would say by default, Fallen Kingdom would be after that by default. Then I would probably say Rebirth. And then Dominion. Dominion was terrible. I don't think... I'm surprised this franchise survived after Dominion. Because Dominion was terrible. So if I was to do a ranking, that would definitely be my ranking of the Jurassic Park movies. Dominion was so bad. I get what they were trying to do. And I remember when we were on Zach's channel talking about it. I get what the attempt, but they get a F for effort. Because that movie stunk. But yeah, I mean it's hard to keep those movies going. Like the Fast and Furious franchise, another one. It's hard to keep those type of movies going. Same thing with Same thing with the Karate Kid movies. Like they were trying to ride the hype of Cobra Kai, but it's hard to keep all these franchises going. Mommy, there's a T-Rex in the yard. Yeah, I'll never forget that. The one scene that irritates me from Lost World is the scene where the guy's hand is on like the contraption to close the pit that the what is it? The cargo hold that the T-Rex was in. How did you trap the T-Rex in if your arm was bitten off? It makes no sense to me. How? Because the T-Rex was stuck in the cargo hole, but the guy's arm was on there. So how did it happen? Like, I need to see something that scene always irritates me every time I see it. It really does. Desiree, what's up, girl? Star Wars is hard too. I think Star Wars gets a bad rap at times. I think the Star Wars fans are some of the most toxic. MCU fans are trying their hardest to be Star Wars fans, but I think Star Wars fans are to me, I enjoy those movies. I thoroughly enjoy those movies. I enjoy those shows. The ones that I at least watch. When it comes to Star Wars, I really only watch stuff that has Jedi in it. At the end of the day, starting a morning show on YouTube morning. Are you on Facebook? Am I on Facebook? Yes, I'm on Facebook. But nah, Star Wars I thought was solid, but it is hard to like. And me and my boy were talking about this yesterday. Kudos to the MCU, right? Zach, I don't know if you're still in here, but I know you're a big fan of Sean Chandler as well, right? And they asked Sean Chandler, would the MCU be as big as it is now if Disney had all the rights to all the properties? That's tough because we know back then, let's put ourselves back in the time frame, go in the time machine. Let's go back in the time machine to 2000, right? And let's say MCU was a thing, right? Disney was a thing. They probably would have done the same formula as Sony, and they probably would have done the same formula as Fox, meaning push out Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, because those are the big names for the casual fans. Those are the big names. Iron Man was not considered a really big hero at the time. Have you ever watched Walking Dead? Love Walking Dead, Yankees country. I'm actually thinking about restarting Walking Dead just to watch the spinoff shows. I'm gonna get to that. I'll get back to that comment in a second. But when it comes to the MCU, right, I really feel like they probably would have done the same thing. They probably would have pushed out Spider-Man as the main. They would have ran with Fantastic Four and X-Men, because those were the popular ones. In order, Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four. Those were the big names that sold Marvel at the time. MCU, Disney, they really did take a big risk with Iron Man. Cause Robert Downey Jr. coming off of the off-screen stuff that he was involved in, Jon Favreau, who was not a big name at the time to direct this movie. It's not like he was a director like Steven Spielberg or James Cameron that puts asses in seats. It's not like that was the case. So they took a big risk and it paid off in a grand way. And the reason why it's like phase 1 of the MCU will forever be iconic is because it was something that we've never seen before. Something that was never done. Uncharted territory. You had 2 Iron Man movies, an Incredible Hulk, Thor, and Captain America. 4 separate franchises that converged into one movie to make the Avengers. And the Avengers was a movie that, like I said, was just so iconic to this day. I will never forget. I went to the Marvel Movie Marathon where they played all 5 movies leading into the midnight release of Avengers. I was there. I was in there. And when it comes to the Avengers, I just remember that moment where Steve Rogers and Tony Stark were side by side after fighting off Loki for the first time. And he was like, Mr. Stark, Captain, bro. That's when you knew shit was real. It was real then. But it would have been hard. It would have been hard to, in my opinion, for if they would have had the same. I don't know if it would have had that same effect. I really don't know. Like Disney, no doubt, has done a great job with the MCU in totality. Like, you know, people want to phase 4 and 5 have a lot of iffy moments, but in totality, it's been a successful brand. But I don't know. It would have been tough because, like I said, I do think they would have followed the same formula. But with that being said, there are also, those are the cons to it. But the pros to it is stories like Civil War would have been more in depth because you would have had all the characters to kind of like use in Civil War, because there were a lot more characters than what we saw. And they had to tell, the thing with the MCU is they have to tell the story that makes sense to their universe. So that's what they ultimately do at the end of the day, because like they have to work with these certain characters due to rights. They have shared rights with Sony. They have shared rights with Universal. They didn't have the rights to Fox. There were certain characters that were really big into Civil War that weren't included, like the Fantastic Four. The X-Men weren't involved in Civil War, but the Fantastic Four were. You would have saw Sue and Johnny versus Reed and Ben. That would have been dope. That would have added some heart to it. That's just little things that you could have did. Punisher, you would have had him. He was big in there. Daredevil as well. Like, he was big, but it's just the fact that you didn't have the rights to it. And it sucks because when Marvel went bankrupt, they sold all these properties to all these different companies. And some of the companies didn't want, they went after the Spider-Mans. They went after the X-Men and Fantastic Four. They didn't really want anything else. So, Desiree says he hasn't watched the new Karate Kid Legends yet. Watch it at your own. I'm never going to tell anybody not to watch it. It might be for you. It just wasn't for me. I would check it out if you're into that universe and you're just curious. Robert Downey Jr. carried Iron Man. Absolutely. Robert Downey Jr. sparked the MCU, and Iron Man saved Robert Downey Jr., and Robert Downey Jr. pretty much created this universe. And I can't wait to see what they do with it in Doomsday. Back to Yankees country. Have you ever watched Walking Dead? Absolutely. I love Walking Dead. Daryl Dixon is my favorite character. I gotta watch the spinoffs. I do feel like Walking Dead is very rewatchable. It's something I put on, and I just like continue to enjoy it how I always used to enjoy it. At first, when it came to Walking Dead, I stopped watching when Carl died, because then that's when they started deviating a little bit from the comics and stuff like that. So I kind of stopped watching when Carl died. But then a couple years ago, like years ago, I told myself, I was like, let me just give it another chance. Watched it, ended up loving it. Negan, I think, is one of the best antagonists in cinema. Jonathan, what up, man? What's going on? You feel like Karate Kid Legends would just leave me disappointed? You'd rather just leave it off for Cobra Kai? I'm in the middle of rewatching Cobra Kai for like the 1,000th time. My girl's not really into it. She says she's not into it, but I think she's lying. I think she really likes it more than she's letting on. So we're kind of in the Terry Silver era of Cobra Kai. And I find myself going back on YouTube and watching great Cobra Kai moments because I'm just like, I love that series. That's a series that I watch almost every year. I'm also having an itch to go back and watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The Pirates of the Caribbean movies are movies that once a year, I kind of go back and rewatch once a year. Those, at least the first three. The first three are so iconic. You guys know I love those movies. What are your thoughts on Yellowstone? I've never seen it. I might have to add that to the list. Yellowstone, I've never seen people talk about. Stranger Things, I've never seen Stranger Things. I saw the first half of the episode 1, kind of got preoccupied with other things and kind of left it alone. I'm hearing a lot of mixed reactions to this final season. I thought about doing a watch along series, but it would have took me forever to cover all those 6 seasons. But no, couldn't get into Stranger Things. Welcome to Derry's the last series I watched. I highly recommend that. That was killer. Literally. But yeah, you guys got to check that one out. Love Cobra Kai and the original Karate Kids. You've been watching over and over since Christmas. Yeah, I got to rewatch the original Karate Kid movies because they'll be leaving Netflix soon, which is so weird to me. Just keep it on there. Jonathan says Yellowstone is great. I'm going to have to check it out. Have you seen Landman? I've also heard great things about that. No, I haven't seen that. I'm kind of like where I'm at right now when it comes to me watching. And Yankee Country says, do you think they will make another one? Will all come together and the ones who lived? Oh, the ones who lived. I got to catch up to those. Daryl Dixon show is the next one I'm going to watch. The Daryl Dixon show is the next one I'm going to watch. Landman's also very good. I hear good things about that. This is kind of where I'm at right now. Because I do so much work on the channel, and I'm also trying to transition to a job that will also help me, will also benefit me with the channel as well. I'm trying to transition work to actually be a full-time content creator. Go try to find a gig that will allow me to create content so that way I can just be doing this all day. So kind of where I'm at right now, I don't really have time to really consume, and I don't have the brain space to kind of consume new media. So I kind of just go back and rewatch stuff that I'm already watching. Like right now, I just re-downloaded Crunchyroll. I plan on watching more anime because I do, because anime is easy to digest. But I'm rewatching Dragon Ball for like the 1,000th time because it's just an easy watch. I could just sit back, not put much brain power into it, fast forward this part, stop right here, not have to think about it, and then just go from there. I also rewatched Rick and Morty not too long ago. That's another one that's just easily digestible. So my watching habits, I tend to watch the same stuff. I may sprinkle in a new movie or two here or there, or now that I'm kind of like, talking to somebody, I like to put her onto new movies, mostly comedy movies. We watched the movie Tag yesterday. Tag is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, based on a real story of these childhood friends that continue to play a game of tag in 30 years. Hilarious movie. That's just funny as hell. I put her on a Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. That's a great movie as well. Just put her on a lot of funny movies because it's just easy to digest and you don't really have to think about it. Obviously, with Christmas time, we rewatched Home Alone. Home Alone's always a good rewatch. Chef, what up? What's up, Ace? Hope all is well, brother. Happy New Year to you. Good to see you. You as well. I appreciate you. But Home Alone, we rewatched that for Christmas. Halloween, we did a lot of the Harry Potters. We didn't get to do Nightmare Before Christmas though. That's the thing I wanted to do. We didn't get to do Nightmare Before Christmas or The Grinch. So maybe we'll end up having to do that next year. But Home Alone was a good watch. Just trying to watch theme stuff. Obviously around Thanksgiving, I know it's not a Thanksgiving movie, but I put her on the Kung Fu Pandas because those are just my comfort Thanksgiving movies. I don't know. It just, one year they just had a Kung Fu Panda marathon on for Thanksgiving. I just sat there and just watched it all. And that's always been my Thanksgiving movie. So we'll be watching those. Pirates of the Caribbean movies are awesome. They're really good. I need another one with Johnny Depp. I need one more with Johnny Depp to kind of close it out. Bring back everybody and just leave it on a high note. Especially with everything he went through with Disney. Can't believe they're taking the Karate Kid original movies off Netflix. Yeah, I don't know where they're going to be. Because it's just going to be some typical shit where, oh, it's on Amazon. Come buy it. It's a money grab at the end of the day. Am I not paying enough for Netflix already that I got to outsource the movies? Like, it's ridiculous. What was it? Netflix. You greedy SOBs. I think it was them that was like, oh, you can now share your account for an extra $6. Greedy, man. The Greed is crazy. Haven't seen The Dutch with Ed Neal. I have not, but Ed Neal is great. Last thing I saw Ed Neal in was Modern Family. Hulu is expected to bring the Karate Kid back in April, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe Hulu owns the rights to that, but Hulu's tied into Disney, so maybe that'll be maybe that'll tie him in. But it's so hard to watch all these different. It really is so hard to watch all these different movies because they jump back and forth between the streaming services. Just give me one streaming service that it's on. I know what you're going to say. Ace, Amazon has everything, but I don't want to pay for everything if I'm already paying for Amazon. Like, it's not even being a cheap thing at this point. It's just the principle of it. It really is. Look at me going on a movie rant. The last rant of 2025 is because shit is too expensive. Crazy. But nah, like I said though, probably rock for like 5 more minutes. I do appreciate you guys. Yeah, man, like I said, this has been a good year overall. And like I said, I'm looking forward to what 2026 has in store. Hopefully our New York Yankees do something because these dudes have not done anything. And it's been sad watching the New York Giants. Even though I didn't kind of, really expect nothing too much from them, but before I get out of here, what are you guys' plans for the ball drop? Do you guys even stay up? Like, do you guys even stay up? I'll be out working. This is why I wanted to do one more live stream for 2025 because I will be working all day tomorrow. Because this is one of the busier days. If any Yankee news drops, I'm going to have to cover it the day after because tomorrow is going to be nothing but me focusing on work tomorrow. It's going to be super busy. So I will be doing that. So I just wanted to pop on here one more time and just hang out with you guys. You've seen a new Avatar, not worth the time in theaters. I think I would just go see the Avatar movie. I'm not a big fan of James Cameron. If you guys ever had a conversation with me about James Cameron or follow the channel, you know how my thoughts on James. Great director. That's about it for me. I'm not a fan of James Cameron. I don't like the Avatar movies. I think that they're just rehashes of other ideas, but then he tries to sell them to you as original. I wouldn't care as much if he wasn't so critical of the MCU. That's ultimately what it comes down to. James Cameron ultimately criticized the shit out of the MCU and then kind of makes the movies he's making. So he's very hypocritical to me. So, but one of the greatest directors of our time. Gotta shout him out on when it comes to that. But can't take nothing away from him there. But no, I will not be watching. When it came to the first Avatar, I understand how iconic it was, especially it came at a time, especially when 3D was really starting to hit the streets, right? So I understand the importance of it. I understand it was visually stunning. You can never take away anything from the Avatar movies. They are visually stunning. That's about it for me. That's where it stops for me. Yeah, and then 2, Avatar Way of Water, I had it on and I started getting bored with it. So I'm not going to see Fire and Ash. But there is an Avatar series I am interested in, and that's Netflix's Avatar Last Airbender Season 2. I can't wait for that with Toph. That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to cover that. Guys, if you get one recommendation from me this year, 2 recommendations. Go watch Welcome to Derry and go watch Avatar, the series. And go watch season 1 of Avatar Last Airbender, the live action, and get ready for season 2 with me because I'm excited for that. I'm gonna lose my shit when that comes out. I can't wait. That's gonna be great. But look, guys, I always say that. That's like me getting ready to get out of here. But look, guys, I'm gonna head out of here for the final time in 2025. I just want to say, I wholeheartedly appreciate all of you guys, every single body that has supported the Ace Avenue. Whether you've liked, commented, shared, anything, you guys are amazing. Shout out to everybody that I got to work with this year, everybody that supported yours truly. I appreciate you guys. My guy, Zach Milne from Zach Milne Talks Movies. Appreciate you. My guy T from Have You Seen That with T and the Island of Relevancy. Appreciate you as well. My guy NFE from the Strike Zone. Appreciate you. My guy Jason Custodio, self-titled channel. Make sure you guys go check him out. Jason from 161 River Ave. Appreciate you as well. My guy Max Coverage from Max Coverage TV. Him as well. The boys over there, the legends over there on the Sports Fury. The legends of the Sports Fury. Appreciate you guys for always shouting your boy out every time I come in there. You guys are amazing. Thank you for showing me a lot of love. Bad Dog Sports. Shout out to my guy Bad Dog as well. Appreciate you. On the Go with CeeLo. Appreciate you for all the redirects that you do over here on the channel. Valhalla, thank you as well. Appreciate you. One more on the Go with CeeLo. Like, when it comes to all the redirects, man, I wholeheartedly appreciate it. I've never asked you to do that. You just find it in your heart of hearts to really do that for your boy. I appreciate you. The people over there, my people over there at Uptown Sports, my guy Hector and the lovely Grace Monroe, I appreciate you guys for bringing me on to the channel, making me a mainstay, giving me another platform for me to just talk. And I appreciate you guys. This was a great year, and I look forward to 2026 with you guys. Erica from That's Baseball, Erica, thank you for popping on the channel as well. Don't like leaving anybody out, so I want to just Kenny Sparks, Zach Attack. I know he just changed his name, but appreciate you as well. Just thinking of all the people I collaborated with this year, everybody that shouted me out. It was a long list, man, and I'm just truly grateful to be here. I'm just a guy that just likes to talk about sports and movies on the internet. I'm nobody special, but you guys make me feel like $1,000,000, and I do appreciate you guys. 2025 was a great year, and I can't wait for 2026. You guys are truly incredible and the best community that a guy like myself could ask for, and I can't wait for next year. Guys, have a good night. Merry Christmas, a belated Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year to you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys in 2026. For the last time in 2025, I'm out of here. As always, thank you for tuning into the Ace Avenue. I am yours truly, the Ace. Adios.